Welcome to the cure for loneliness.
Let's talk about that. Good Mythical Marathon.
Nice shirt. It matches the stripes in my shirt, and we didn't even do that on purpose.
Yeah, well, I did it. I saw that you put that on, and then I went and tried to find the closest color.
You did that?
Yeah.
He does that sometimes. But you know what? Sometimes I do that too. It goes both ways.
Yeah?
We go both ways.
That's right. You heard it here.
It's just so hard to imagine how we would decide what we were going to wear if the other person wasn't wearing something.
Right. It might as well just be shirtless.
You know? Because I do often wonder what it would be like to host this show solo.
Excuse me?
I mean, it would just be me and the 20 other people in this room. I would be so lonely.
Well, if you happen to be alone and looking for a little companionship, well, this marathon is just for you because we have hand-selected 6 classic GMM episodes that will exercise that feeling right out of your lonely soul.
Yeah, one way you might combat a case of the lonelies is thinking back on some core memories you developed growing up with your best friend.
Via smelling things, of course.
Yeah.
This is Can Smell Bring Back Memories Experiment from February
15th.
February 15th, 2022.
Can we smell memories?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
You're probably familiar with the concept or have experienced it firsthand how a scent can trigger a memory, even very specific ones that are long forgotten.
Yes.
Well, today we're gonna unpack some research and conduct an experiment on ourselves.
And this is pretty cool because given all our history of overlapping experiences, I think that we are uniquely gifted to do this.
Oh, did you just call me uniquely gifted? Thank you.
Oh, I said we, and I'll change it to me if I have to. It's time for What Could Happen Just by Smelling This Old Hat? Oh my gosh, I just remembered when we tangoed with a bear cat.
We didn't actually tango with a bear cat. I don't even know what a bear cat is.
You need to do some research. Okay, Dr. Pamela Dalton, we love you.
Hey, Pam.
While achieving her PhD at NYU, she conducted a study that had subjects study the faces of strangers while smelling different odors.
That's how I love to look at strangers.
Yes, and then the study found that the people were much better at remembering the faces when the corresponding odors were presented as well.
It does make sense because I tend not to forget someone if the first time I met them they smelled like barf.
That's true, and that's not just because barf is so strong, but smells in general have a stronger link to memory and emotion than any of our other senses. And that's because, unlike all our other senses, smells are sent straight to the olfactory bulb, it's somewhere in there, which is directly connected to the parts of our brains responsible for memory and emotional processing. So in other words, smells get a direct flight to where your brain stores all the feels.
A direct flight. So why do smells get the direct flight to our brain? Well, one theory is evolutionary. Smell is one of the most rudimentary senses used in interactions between single-celled organisms. Even though they don't have noses,
It's a chemical
they do use it when
reaction.
When they're interacting with the chemicals around them. So it has the longest evolutionary history. And this also might explain why we have at least 1,000 different types of smell receptors, but only 4 types of light receptors, and about 4 types of receptors are for touch.
I think I got more than 4 touch receptors. I mean, I think I got at least 6.
Yeah, but no, you only have 4 types.
Okay.
But 1,000 for scent.
And that brings us to today. We have shared so many experiences that we think that our little olfactory bulbs must be storing similar scent memories just waiting to be released like some kind of nostalgic kraken. So how well can we access them together?
And is this gonna make us cry?
Oh, I hope so.
Okay, in videos recorded earlier, we each smelled our own set of separate scents, and we described the specific memory that the scent evoked. And now, we're gonna smell the other guy's scents and see if we can guess what memory it brought up for the other person. As you can see, I can't.
Yes, and we are starting with my memories, okay? So this is something you're gonna smell, and you're gonna try to guess what I thought of, what I remember when I smelled
Yeah,
this,
I
okay?
know, I know.
So the cloche is coming off.
Okay.
Get in there.
Oh. Oh, what is it? Is it stink?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is it just soil or is it poop?
Go with the latter.
Okay. You've given me poop. But,
You've given me poop.
it's not bad poop though. It's kind of a good poop. It's like I'm getting lots of good memories. I think, is this a patty? Is this a cow patty? Yes. Now we
What
have.
does that make you think of?
You got a lot of cow patty memories, man. This is evoking a memory for me of, it could be camping in a cow pasture like we did a lot. But I think this is, I mean, even the blood oath that we made was in a cow pasture. But I think it's just chasing cows in the cow pasture across from the Keith Hills Golf Course. That's my memory.
Take off your blindfold. And let's see what
Was
I
it
thought.
just soil? I mean,
it's-
Lucas, you ground up the cow patty?
It's tough to get straight manure, but
Okay.
it is cow manure.
Okay.
Yes. Dirt? Oh, that's not dirt. That, my friends, that's some cow manure. I smelled a lot of this, and I gotta say, it's a sweet smell, and it makes me think
Smells kind of good.
about all the time that we spent in that cow pasture across the creek chasing those cows. Maybe in particular the time that I picked up a cow patty, because what would happen is the cow patties would essentially dry.
That's
and if you
specific.
got it at the right time, you could pick one up and you could toss it at your best friend.
You could frisbee.
And one time it hit him on the chest and disintegrated him, deposited a little bit of wet manure on his self.
What, you did go specific, but
I
I,
went-
don't think I would. I don't remember that.
But here's the deal.
Okay.
The reason I did, I went
get a point,
I
right?
went into specific for entertainment, but yeah, when I smell that, I think about the place that we would go.
Oh, yeah,
which is
yeah.
exactly where you were thinking
Yeah.
about. So that you got that one.
Very special.
100%.
Okay, Rhett.
I'm ready to smell.
Smell it at.
Is it gone?
Yeah. Don't touch. No touching.
Oh. Oh wow. That smells like dirty laundry.
Yeah, it's a more specific smell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it smells like a locker room. I mean, is it a jock strap? Why is it sticking up so high? Is that you?
No, it's not me.
So are you trying to keep me from touching it? Is that
No.
why you're putting your hand under there?
No, I'm not putting my hand under there.
I'm not an idiot.
That's it. The thing that you're smelling is moving.
It's moving?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's moving?
It's moving on its own volition. All right, so you thought a locker room smell. Yeah, it's
Dirty socks or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Go to Memory Town. And specifically what's in the sock.
A foot.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Oh, it's your foot.
It's not my foot, man. My feet don't stink.
I mean, honestly,
Maybe whatever memory comes to mind for you first.
I don't think of the Buies Creek Elementary locker room because we didn't really, you didn't play sports that required changing clothes in like a locker room. It smells like PE. And I'm gonna say Buies Creek Elementary because I'm just gonna go back to the first time I played PE.
I love playing
I
PE.
played PE.
All right, so what's my memory?
Playing dodgeball at Buies Creek Elementary School during PE.
All right, remove the blindfold. See, I wouldn't make you smell my feet.
Yeah. Oh, were you instructed to?
Funkify them?
I tried really hard to funkify these socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the answer.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
I don't know, maybe there's a foot under here. I don't know. I definitely see a leg coming under this clothes, so not as much of a surprise. Seems to be a foot. Oh, a stinky foot. Yeah, this is a more recent memory. When we were on tour. We'd get back in our tour bus after a show, and something would stink. And I figured out that it was Britton, my cousin's feet.
I'm about to say it was not mine.
He would take his shoes off. He had a little sock on, and It's, yeah, I had to ask him to wear shoes on the bus.
Do you remember the stink?
Yeah, it was a little higher of smell than this.
Oh, it was a different person's foot.
Yeah, it was a different foot.
Yeah. But you do remember it now.
I do remember it, but
How could you forget it?
I mean,
sorry, Britton, for throwing you under the bus, buddy. All right, uncloche me.
Okay, you're gonna have to dig pretty deep. I think you're gonna have to dig pretty deep just to smell this too. You know what? You can reach down and grab the little glass that it's in and bring that up to
Like a shot glass?
to your nose. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. It's burnt. Burnt wood.
Be more specific.
It's like matches.
Yeah. Okay. Now dig deep. I think you can get this.
I remember when we had the bright idea to capture smoke in a bottle. And so that's what we did. We captured the smoke, we put the foil over the top of the glass bottle, and then like sometime later, we were like, let's let the smoke out. And we removed the foil and nothing happened. That's my memory.
Oh, it's odd that you remember that.
That's your memory?
Let's see what I said. Burnt matches. It's the time when we were kids, we tried to trap smoke inside of a bottle on his deck.
Yes, on the
By
deck.
taking matches, putting them out, letting the smoke gather in a bottle, and then it was stuck in the bottle. We put the top on, we left it out all night, and then we woke up really early in the morning. We were like, let's go check out our smoke bottle. We went out there, and we opened it, and it was empty, except the smoke had basically coated the sides.
Yeah,
and we were like, this is how smoke works? One of the most mind-blowing things of my childhood.
Yeah, we learned a lot that day.
Smoke works like
We
that.
thought that like a genie was gonna come out. All right, hey, that's quite a shared memory.
That's very specific.
Yeah,
I,
that was good.
I thought you'd get that as soon as you knew it was matches.
Okay, Rat,
Okay, I'm ready to smell.
smell it out.
Oh gosh, why do you do so many stinky things? Like, well, I mean, I know I gave you manure, but then I gave you burnt matches.
Yeah, you want me here? I'll hold it up to you.
You want me to?
What is that?
Oh gosh, it's kind of awful, but like, maybe it wasn't awful at one point.
Yeah,
Like I smell some corn in there.
you probably do.
It's not vomit, is it?
No.
Is it another kind of poop?
Yeah, we both independently presented each other with poop. We've had a lot of poop experiences, haven't we?
But it doesn't smell like cow poop.
Nope.
It smells like an agricultural animal.
Yep.
It's not chicken.
Nope.
It's sheep poop.
All right, access
No.
your memory.
Is it sheep and goat? What animal is it?
I say just go with the goat. Do you have a memory for goat?
Well, the thing that I immediately thought of was the demonstration farm at Campbell University, which was over there next to the Pearson house.
Yeah.
We would just go over there and we would jump the fence and get into the like little field with the goats and the sheep and let the ram us. We thought it was so cool that he would get so mad and he would ram us.
Yeah.
That's what I think about when I smell it.
All right, remove your blindfold. That, my friend, is pig poop. Let's see my memory.
That's pig?
Oh, turds? What kind of turd? God.
It wasn't that bad.
Okay.
It was fresher when I.
Pig crap makes me remember, let's see, we were sophomores in high school.
Oh.
We left the football game and went to a pigsty. There was an abandoned single wide trailer on the backside of the pigsty. We were wrong, it wasn't abandoned. Somebody comes out the front door and all we heard was, because it was very dark, I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get off my land. 1, 2, 10, and then he fires a shotgun.
Yeah.
I don't know where he fired it because we were running off of his land, his pigsty, as fast as we could. Okay, that's the memory. Let's get this out of here.
See, if you would have known it was pig, you probably
it
would have
doesn't-
accessed that memory. But
Pig smells, in my recollection, maybe just because we like would smell it like like a lot
Muddier.
more of it. Yeah, it smells much stronger than that. Like almost smells good. Like that's like a pet pig.
But he did say 1, 2, 10. Didn't
He did. He like it was like a movie. 1,
Yeah.
2, 10, and then he shot a gun.
It was scary. His front yard was a pigsty. That's his choice.
Yeah. Okay, Link.
Better not be more animal turds, man.
No, this is good.
Okay.
Nothing bad about this at all.
All right, hit me.
Take.
What? Take.
All right.
Okay. Is it food? Can I pick this up?
Yep.
Oh. Oh my gosh. This is popcorn. I'm immediately hit with a memory.
Okay, I'm interested in this because this one's really strong for me. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything else.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I don't know if it's because you mentioned PE, but the first thing I remembered was they had a popcorn machine at the concession stand at Buies Creek Elementary School for like the basketball games or whatever. Like, I was immediately taken back there to that. Were you? Yes, you were.
All right, let's see.
Okay, yeah, I'm right.
I think I know what this is because there's a popcorn machine right there. But yes, it's popcorn. Now there's a distinct smell to this type of popcorn that was made in a popcorn machine. It doesn't smell like microwave popcorn.
Exactly what I said.
When I have smelled this type of popcorn that was made in a machine with a metal kettle like this, with the real oil, I've thought about Buies Creek Elementary School basketball games.
Yes.
Because they used to set up the machine. It was bigger than this.
Yes.
In fact, they let me run it one time. But I've always just had this distinct memory. I see it there, set up. You knew that was when it was game day. This is gonna be a reach for Link, but he was there. He was keeping score for the girls' basketball team. Buies Creek Elementary, game day. Man.
Nailed it. I mean,
It's so specific.
and I've never, and when I smell popcorn that we make at home, it doesn't trigger this memory. This is a memory that hasn't been triggered. Yeah, there's something about
So hold on.
this particular scent.
So you've gotten all three of mine. Does that mean that you have a better memory or I have a better memory?
It means we need to keep going.
Okay, one more.
Okay, Rhett, smell of that. And you know what? I'm gonna pick it up. You just stay where you are.
This smells very subtle.
Now I will say the memory is pretty specific. So
Is it a cleaner?
let me give you another side to this thing.
I don't smell anything on this side that's distinct.
You smelled cleaner.
Is it painted wood?
I think you're close enough to just start accessing memory. Because if I tell you,
Well, there's one thing that comes to mind, and it was
you may need to be accessing your olfactory bulb, not your conceptual memory.
Well, when I smell wood like that, because I'm smelling like a paint or like a chemical, I'm actually thinking about those little cars that we used to have when we were royal ambassadors, the RAs, like the Pinewood Derby, and we had them and we would race them down the
All right,
ramps.
remove your blindfold. You're right about it being a treated piece of wood. Let's see what the memory is.
All right, okay. Would you like to smell? Oh, there's something on this wood. It's like stain.
See, I had the benefit of knowing it was wood.
8th grade Buies Creek Elementary School gym. Pandora Harris absolutely dominating the girls' basketball games. It's tough to keep up with, and I had to because I kept score for the girls' basketball team. Logging Pandora Harris's layups.
It's crazy that we kept, like, with the popcorn, and you had already mentioned that I had kept score for the basketball team.
Well, because
and
that's why
we have so many memories for this, like that basketball court, shellac.
Here's the thing. That doesn't smell like it. That doesn't smell like
To you.
That when,
Yeah, it's
when
not-
Mr. Roll would be like, you can't go in there for a couple of days. We just got
Right.
Yeah, and it's like that's an overwhelming smell.
Yeah.
This is just not the same exact type of
Well, I think that was
thing.
That was the hard thing with our experiment is to like totally nail, and we certainly did it with the popcorn. That's the
Yeah.
one that totally did it, where it was like it bypassed all thinking, and we both immediately were taken back to the same place. And I guarantee
Well,
you,
in the case of my memories, yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what the conclusion here is that all three of the things the memories that they created for me were the same memories they created for you. But all three of your memories did not create the same memory for me. But my beef with your memories is that I don't think I actually smelled the exact same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That triggered the original memories.
yeah, we have to steal a plank from the floor.
Every time I walk into a gym that's just been.
You think of that.
I think, in fact, recently when they were redoing the Ear Biscuits studio and doing the back, and it had some sort of new stain. It was like Buies Creek Elementary. They just finished the floors.
See?
Same thing. It just comes back every time.
So it does work. All right, well, we got the direct flight. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is. I think one of the things that we illustrated there, demonstrated,
Yes.
is just how strong those memories can be associated with smell.
Totally.
In case in point, sometimes this backfires. Jessie, recently, I don't know, a couple of months ago, she came home and she had a new fragrance that she had put on herself.
Okay.
And I was like, you smell like my grandma.
Like literally?
I think it was the same thing that Mama Nell wore. I think it had the same bass notes.
So cigarettes and whiskey?
Yep. Cigarettes and whiskey, my favorite smell. Whatever perfume Mama Nell wore, it was something in there, layered in there, a very particular layer of this scent that was the only thing that I could smell on my wife. And I was like, baby.
How did she react?
It's not that it's bad or good. It's that it makes me think of Mama Nell, which makes me think of cigarettes and whiskey.
It doesn't make you think of hanky panky.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say it was sexy.
I never would have described your Mama Nell as sexy.
Yeah.
Feisty.
Some people did at some point, though. My grandpa married her twice.
She
And
must
she was
have
married
been
to somebody else in between him.
real sexy.
She's a great golfer.
To double back. Oh,
A
yeah.
golfing lady can be sexy.
A smoking, drinking, golfing lady.
Yeah.
You know what? I take it all back. She is sexy.
Yeah.
Jessie need to be wearing that.
Okay, well, I'll call her right now.
All right, we got another one for you. Best friends can be a great cure for loneliness, but what if your best friend disappears? Not in a tragic way, but in something like The Leftovers or a legitimate magic trick.
Legitimate.
What would you do in that scenario?
Well, you try to find a replacement. This is Can We Replace Rhett from November 25th, 2025.
Can I find a new best friend?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Brett and I have been best friends since first grade. You probably already know that because we say that a lot.
Yep.
But the thing that we don't say is that I have this feeling that because I've always had the same best friend that I really never got to play the best friend field. I don't know what else could have been out there for me.
Okay, that's fair. I guess the time has come for Link to find out what other kinds of best friends might be out there. And don't worry, we're not breaking up.
If you're okay with that.
We're not breaking up. We're just giving him some more options in case I get busy. I get busy. I got lots of interests.
Or die.
And if this goes well, maybe I could play the field next.
Yeah. I'm ready to get friendly. It's time for To Have and To Hold, Link's New Friend Edition.
Live taped from Burbank, California, he's a husband, a father, a presenter at the 2023 Creative Arts Emmys where he definitely delivered his lines flawlessly, and most importantly, he's a best friend, your host, Rhett McLaughlin.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's enough.
finished.
Okay. All right.
They've been
Okay.
done.
I know. I'm appreciated. I'm
been
loved.
over
Okay. It's
for a
all right.
while.
Okay.
No one is
Please
clapping.
stop. Okay. Thank you.
They already did.
This is To Have and To Hold. And please welcome our guest of honor. He's a husband, a father, a presenter at the 2023 Creative Arts Emmys Awards, where he made fun of his best friend when he said, "Welcome to the 75th Emmys." And most importantly, he's my best friend for now, it's Link Neal.
Does this look like I'm doing something I shouldn't do?
It's throwing salt over your shoulder
good.
for good luck. How do you feel?
Very hopeful, very excited.
Well, don't seem too excited.
Can't help it. Sorry.
All right, Link, on the other side of this curtain, there are 4 eligible friend bachelors and bachelorettes, but only one
What?
can walk away as a potential. Yeah, you can have platonic friendships with women.
Okay.
You don't think you can handle that?
I'm the one who's going to ask the question.
Okay, but only one can walk away as a potential new bestie. Let's get to know our contestants. Contestant number 1 is a radio host with a face for TV. He enjoys pickleball, playing different instruments, and getting mani pedis and margaritas. Please welcome Brian. Contestant number 2 is a retired therapist, but tired is the last thing she is. Whether she's traveling the world on spontaneous trips with her wife, yes, she's a lesbian,
Okay.
or taking a walk with new friends, there's no stopping her. Give it up for Beth. Contestant number 3 is a voice and dialect coach by day and a plant lover by night. In his free time, you can find him gardening, hanging at the beach, or accompanying friends on their errands around town. Please welcome Nick. And finally, contestant number 4 is a substitute elementary school teacher, but he can teach you a thing or two about friendship. He enjoys a nice hike in nature and making creatures out of recycled materials. Give it up for Tom.
Okay. Thank you.
How you feeling right now just with those introductions?
I'm not giving it up yet until I make my decision.
Okay. It's time to get to know your new BFF hopefuls. Please ask each contestant a question.
Contestant number 1.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
a good place to start.
Can you make one noise that best represents you?
Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Because I fly high.
Caw, caw.
Came with a little qualifier there.
Because I fly high. Sounds like fun.
It is.
Contestant number 2.
Yes.
That's the woman.
It's the lesbian therapist.
Yes. The lesbian therapist.
Do you believe in ghosts, angels, aliens, or pirates?
I believe in pirates. I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in angels, but I believe in pirates. For sure.
Aliens?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm told there's a hole here.
Yep. There's a hole in the curtain.
Contestant number 3, can you acknowledge me through this hole?
They can't look at you.
No, with your hand.
Okay.
Like, if we were across the room at a party and we were friends, I need to see how you would acknowledge me physically from across the room through this hole.
Gotcha.
With only your hand.
We should hope.
Okay.
Wow.
It's flat. He seemed tall.
He's a big guy.
Do you
I
want
mean-
do you want a different one for a different context?
I am. Yeah. What? Do you want to name the context?
No.
No, how about you?
No. Hold on. Contestant number, other person. Stay out of this.
Yeah. No crosstalk.
All right. Let's say we see each other, so you don't have to get my attention.
Okay.
We've locked eyes across the room at a soiree, and
Okay.
then you're gonna. There's the hand.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you're gonna acknowledge me with that hand. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
pretty smooth.
that was better.
All right.
Pretty
was better.
smooth.
Is there a 4th person over there?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Is that your real voice?
No, it's a fake voice.
Okay. I like that.
Which voice do you want?
I like this one.
Okay.
Okay, it did change though.
It's changing a little bit.
It got
Just
low.
a little bit.
What's your philosophy of fatherhood? And this is really just a veiled question to find out if you have any young children.
I have no young children because they have grown up. It happens all the time to people, and fathers have to cope. But I would say I'm a father who's not into my children's business when they got older. But when they were younger, I spent a lot of time playing with them. They don't like that so much now, so I don't do it. But I do talk to them and text them and sometimes argue with them for fun.
Would you envision talking to me about them a lot?
Yes, I could talk to you about my children a lot because there is never a dull moment in our lives because they are always doing something or thinking something. And it's exciting. It truly is.
Okay.
You watch your kids grow up and it's amazing.
It's great. It's great. It's great for you.
Okay, Link, you are going to have to eliminate one contestant.
Already?
Already.
So a grandma therapist lesbian?
Yes.
That would be new territory for me.
Yes.
So I don't want to eliminate
you're
her
definitely
so
not getting
early.
rid of her. Right.
You don't want to eliminate me.
I think I gotta eliminate flying high. Sorry, number one.
Oh, it's all right.
Dude, you're too good looking anyway.
Thank you, Brian. Sorry. Fly on back to the green room.
I don't want no silver fox competition, you know? That would have never have worked.
Okay, let's keep things moving. I think it's time we dig a little deeper to see who's friendship material.
Okay.
Okay? Ask a few more questions that get maybe more intimate.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got some more intimate questions. I'm sweating.
Yep, good.
I'm in the hot seat over here. Okay. Contestant number 3.
Yep.
Do you blow dry your body after you get out of the shower? And if not, why not?
I don't have all of the hair on my head, and so I kind of take that as a reason not to own a blow dryer. But I do kind of pat myself down and you know, I think the human equivalent of a dog shake. If
You don't use a towel? You just shake?
No. I of course use a towel, but the first step, you know how when you take a shower and there's water droplets on the glass, if you are one of those people who squeegees the water down, I kind of do that with my hands on my
Oh, he's a hand
Yo,
squeezer.
hush, hush, hush,
hand
hush.
squeegeer.
Go on. You tell me, pick up from there. You were telling me about the squeegee. You squeegee your body.
Yeah, just you know, you kind of help release the droplets, and then once you're dry, then you step out, and then you dry with a towel. That's what I do.
Okay.
Do you really want two people that think that way to be together?
That's a good point. That's a good point. We're not going to share a
It
shower.
also works in the context of going swimming or going to the beach. You know, you don't want to be wet when you walk back to your towel. So
Exactly.
You kind of have to. You don't want to bring the mess back with you.
I mean, well,
Makes sense.
I'm okay with it, but it's fine.
I didn't even ask about the squeegee thing, and he talked about it. Contestant number 2.
Yes.
If I ask you to join me in peeing in my side yard, would you?
Would I? Of course I would. We'd have a conversation at the same time.
Okay.
Eye contact?
If you want.
Okay. This sounds like something that you do already.
Many times. Many times.
Really?
Specifically side yard?
Side yard, median strip. You know? When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Man, we're getting some good answers now. Contestant number 4.
Yes.
If my ex-best friend saw us on a hike, what would you do to make him jealous?
I would hold your hand. And then after I held
hold
your
my
hand,
head?
I would
Hand.
probably walk fast and have you walk fast with me to go past your ex because your ex is in the past and we'll make sure that's the situation.
Okay.
It's getting very symbolic.
We're keeping
Oh
the
yeah,
situation.
I have this tendency to have loyalty and you know, if there was a bear on the trail, I would probably give up my life to save yours.
Wow, so you-
that's how deep it goes.
Okay.
You know, I gave you a hard time in the last round, but I have to say, it sounds like you don't have any friends.
I have bearers as friends.
Okay.
So I position
you
them
just
on
seem
the
very
trails.
motivated to have me as a friend.
I am so motivated to have you as a friend. If you
Right.
don't choose me, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'll probably take a shower and pat off water and probably go in the side yard and make a stream. Or maybe at the same time, I'll pat myself off in the shower and make a stream in the shower. I just don't know.
Yeah, right.
I think our relationship needs a reset.
Already?
Yeah. I think there's things we both need to apologize for. I'm sorry for just being mean to you. What would you like to apologize for?
I don't have anything to apologize for. I've got to be me. I've got to be me. And that's how it be. So take it or leave it. And if you eliminate me, just know that you're going to feel so sad because you're going to see me in that green room. In the back of your mind, I'm going to be crying my little eyes out. See, I'm starting already. I'm trying to. Stiff upper lip. I'm good now, and my voice is back.
This is
This is lunacy. Yes.
This
if you
is
want a
something
crazy
else,
dude,
Link.
you got one right here.
Okay.
something else. Okay. I don't know about you, but I don't know if you should get rid of him.
Everybody.
Right on.
Contestant number 1.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah. You want to bring him back?
Please come back. Okay. I think I'm good this round.
Okay. All right. Who are you going to eliminate?
It's a tough one. It's a really, really tough one. I'm torn. I'm thinking about maybe number 3, but just barely I'm deciding on number 4, but just barely. He almost made it.
Okay, contestant number 4. Please come and meet
Was
Link.
that an almost? It was.
No, it was but yeah, I eliminated you 4.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Okay. All right.
Dude.
Okay.
I know. I'm out of here.
Yep.
Great kids.
I'll see you in the green room.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You'll be the one weeping.
I think I'll be the one weeping, and your ex, if it's there, Bear is there too.
He's a tall guy. You already got one of those. Okay, we're down to our final 2, but first we want to let you know that Link and I recently took a trip to New York City.
We took a best friends trip.
Yes, we did, and we filmed ourselves as we went around doing things that we wanted to do. He went record shopping. I went pen shopping. We went to an island in the Hudson.
Yeah, we filmed it all on our phones. It's intimate. It's fun. It breathed new life into our friendship that is being erased today.
Yes, you can see it all at mythicalsociety.com.
And you want to.
Okay, Link, last round. This is where it all comes down to. You got 2 people.
Yes.
You're trying to figure out which one is going to be your new best friend.
All right. Contestant number... The guy. I just can't remember the numbers anymore. How are you with numbers?
You know, I'm not. I can add them. I could use them. I can pay attention to them. But I'm not really all that fussed by trying to achieve good ones. I guess I don't
get
know.
it.
I guess what's the?
I get it.
do
You're
you
not
have-
trying to achieve good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I get
I'm
it.
not all that bothered.
Man, it's kind of like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, he's squeegeeing in the shower. He's
Ooh,
not trying
and-
for good numbers.
And I actually remembered something. When I'm in a hotel room and there is a hairdryer, I do dry. I dry my legs. I dry my back.
Are you serious?
I do. It's whenever I'm in a hotel, but that wasn't the first thing that came to mind.
And nobody ever told you to do that.
No, it was just a quick fix.
What? All right, dude. Sing me a song that it just embodies how you envision our friendship.
Can it be spoken word?
No.
Oh, no.
He's a very demanding friend.
I just am not in tune.
It doesn't have to be in tune, but it needs to
Yeah.
be an attempt at a tune. You know, just try hard.
When roots delve deep and grow a stalk. Friendship blossoms on a walk. The link between two friends, forever strong. A bond forever long.
Wow. Hey, man, you
I'm
carried
actually
that
not
tune.
I'm not too embarrassed about that one.
No, that was great.
It was excellent. It was excellent.
That was really great. Gee.
And it was in your favorite genre.
Yeah. Hip hop. Contestant number retired lesbian therapist.
Number 2, yes.
Okay, yes. Who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper.
Or producer. It could be a hip hop producer.
Yeah, there you go.
Who's the guy that hangs out with Charlie Puth?
Charlie Puth?
Poon?
Pooh.
Who?
The TH is silent.
P-U-G-H.
Okay.
Khalifa. Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa?
Wiz Khalifa. Yes. Yes.
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
I like Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
He's not my favorite, but
He's a nice guy. I met him. He's a really nice guy.
you met him?
I did. Yeah.
Could you introduce me to him?
Sure. Yeah, I have his number.
You have his number? You're not supposed to share numbers of clients.
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
He gave it to me.
All right,
a violation.
Last question, contestant number 2. Can you share a secret with me that you've never shared with anyone while we pinky promise?
Sure.
Is that your pinky?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it bigger or smaller than you thought?
it's a little. Maybe it's the wrong hand. Use your other pinky. Okay, there we go. Now that feels like a pinky promise. Yes. Tell me a secret.
I think I'm the one for you. You need me. I could tell. I could tell by your hand you need me. You need a wing man. You need a front woman. You don't need competition. Seat number 3, he is really handsome. Really handsome.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
None of that
gay.
sounded like a secret, but I'll take it.
I never told anyone that.
Yeah, that's right.
Never told it.
Never told anyone that.
Gee, it's funny.
First time.
And the pinky grip was really strong.
You need that.
You know,
You need that. You need strong hands.
a grandma with a strong pinky.
Yeah.
So now I need to eliminate.
You got to
somebody?
eliminate somebody, Link.
Okay. One of these would be like a mirror experience, which I feel like I've always wanted. Like I've always been frustrated by just the shade and criticism that comes from the reactions to me just being me. Mm-hmm. I could use a little more. Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. Let's blow dry ourselves together, kind of a thing.
You really think that would be a great experience?
But everybody knows I love lesbians. And, I mean, variety is a spice of life, and just having different experiences, I don't know. I think I need, like, going in a totally different direction with this new best friend. It's a toss-up for me. I am going to eliminate contestant number 3.
Real pleasure.
Well, we don't look exactly the same.
No,
but,
not at all.
But I do have a shirt just like that.
And I that.
Listen, we're too much for each other, man.
It's all right.
It would never work out.
It's okay. We wouldn't be contest though, because we're not competing for the same people. You're married and I'm gay.
Oh, you should have asked. Always ask people's orientation. You know that.
Could have been a different experience.
That's the first thing you ask when you meet somebody. All right,
I
Link.
feel horrible now.
That means, by process of elimination and maybe an active choice, you have chosen contestant number 2. Contestant number 2, get to know Link. Hey,
Whoa, okay,
to meet
Beth.
you.
We're gonna hug.
Okay.
Look at look at us. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're a beautiful person.
Thank you.
And what are we gonna do now? Have a
have a
friendship
beer.
date?
Yeah.
Okay, here, pull up a
Thank
chair.
you.
Pull up a chair. So, therapist, huh?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. But you don't do that anymore.
You know what? Once you're a therapist, you're always a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I need that.
I knew that.
I already have one.
You need another.
I need another that I don't pay for.
There you go.
So
there
that-
you go.
I think-
Just a beer. Beer wins.
Here we go.
A beer and pretzels, you get an hour.
You like the mountain bike?
I do. I haven't done it for a bit, but I do. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Do you surf?
I could, yeah. I stand up paddleboard.
Yeah.
Yep. So I use the stick. Are you
do?
judging me?
No, not
You
at
surf?
all. I have, yeah.
I don't want to be presumptuous, but it can be an e-bike. Our mountain bikes.
An e-bike for a mountain bike?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're against that?
Oh no, you've got to use your body. Use those legs.
Well, you still use them, but not as much. I already
No.
have one.
He's already got
Oh,
one.
jeepers. Are you
Yeah.
are you
Jeepers
not
for
a
real.
man's man? You're a man's man, right?
Well, hold on. That feels like judgment.
I mean, you
I can
allowed
therapize
to-
you too now.
You can.
Hold on, this is falling apart. Let's end it. Let's end it before it
I
falls
wouldn't say
apart
I'm
too
a
far.
man's man.
It started so beautiful. Maybe they can work toward, towards a beautiful friendship. I believe in you, Beth. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And if you
You got a wonderful tan
you
too.
need
Do
to
you have a
consult
house?
with me.
Do you have a vacation home?
No, I don't.
Okay. At first I asked, do you have a house? So let's go back to that. I didn't mean to ask that. Do you have a house?
I do.
All right. Can I hang out in it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You sure
cool.
can.
You got a pool?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
It's even heated.
Ha! Bam! Eat that, McLaughlin.
I've got one of those too. Thanks for commenting and sharing this video.
Now we say, you know what time it is.
Great.
Perfect. So, how often do you see Beth?
We were on a roll there for a while.
Oh,
We would get together and we got pedicures together.
nice.
And we signed up for a Taekwondo class.
Ooh.
And at first I was wrestling other men and she was wrestling other women.
Uh-huh.
But then we pulled the instructor aside and we said, "Here, we're friends. We joined this together. We just want to wrestle each other."
Okay.
And then we just started wrestling each other. And all along the way,
Is
I
this
know
Taekwondo or Jiu-Jitsu?
the wrestling one.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, so you didn't read the sign too closely.
Oh.
I mean, I think there.
Everyone else was punching and kicking and we were
Well,
wrestling.
no, I think there's some throws in Taekwondo, but Jiu-Jitsu is like, on the ground and
Yeah, that's what we
submission
were doing.
holds. That's what
Yeah,
y'all were
yeah,
doing.
yeah, yeah,
You were
yeah.
doing Jiu-Jitsu in this class.
We were simultaneously submitting each other.
Yeah, and so how did that go?
Well, she kept asking me, "How does this feel? How does this feel?
Okay.
How do you feel?" She kept wanting to go deeper.
Kept checking in
It's
with
just
you.
too much. I was like, "You're retired, girl. You need to stop with this therapy."
Oh,
And then I would tap out.
so you've ended the relationship.
I tapped out. Both.
Well, that's a
both
sad
of the
story.
jiu-jitsu
It's a
and
sad story.
I'm lonely again.
Okay, well, maybe I've got something that could help with that. Are you looking for a fellow mythical beast you can talk about this very episode with? Well, you should look no further than the Mythical Society, because it is a powerful group of mythical beasts just like you, sharing a love of community, creativity, and curiosity. You could
Never feel
find
isolated
your
in
people
in your like of us.
and explore the community that you helped create over at mythicalsociety.com.
Uh-huh. Sometimes when I'm feeling lonely, I find that it helps to dive deep into nostalgia. Maybe even visit a simpler, happier time or place.
Well, that's why we returned to our childhood homes and something we called We Returned to Our Childhood Homes, Part 1, from November 4th, 2019.
Welcome to the thriving metropolis of Bowie's Creek, North Carolina.
Well, actually, Bowie's Creek is that way.
On this special edition of Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link return to their childhood environs, Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, where they haven't been for many years, and experience, along with you, the things that made their childhood special and informed their novel, The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek.
We wanted to come back to Bowie's Creek to revisit a lot of the locations that made their way into The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek.
In fact, we originally, in the first transcript of the book, we had written Bowie's Creek as the name of the town. But the world, the setting of Bowie's Creek is really what inspired Bleak Creek. Basically, the reason that Bowie's Creek is here in a lot of ways is Campbell University. I mean, a lot of this is new.
What is all of this?
Look at this. Construction is happening, Link. Right as we come in, I don't even know what that is.
It's traffic circle.
Traffic circle?
We had never seen or heard of a traffic circle.
It's too European. I don't understand it.
When we were growing up in Bowie's Creek,
We would not have known how to navigate a traffic circle. I still kind of don't know how to navigate a traffic circle.
pretty dicey.
There's 2 branches at least at Bowie's Creek, right? I guess a west,
there's a huge turtle on the side of the road.
west and an east, and then they.
Let's go back and get that turtle.
What do you want to do? Eat it?
We can put the turtle at the creek, because I think he's looking for the creek, and we say, this is Bowie's Creek. I can turn to the camera and I can say, this is Bowie's Creek. This is Bowie's Creek. So we're all getting out here. There's gonna be a turtle, there's gonna be a creek.
Hold on. He left the side of the road. He knew we were. Hold on.
Here he is, right there.
Look at the size of the turtles that you can find in Bowie's Creek.
Welcome to Bowie's Creek. Is that what I said? This is Bowie's Creek. Welcome to Bowie's Creek. Literally, we're at the creek.
Yes.
Do they float? You just put them in the water?
No, just fit him right here. He'll probably go towards the water on his own. Go be free, little one. Big one, actually.
You were already free. Continue to be free. Look, there he goes.
And,
Oh my goodness.
I guess he's used to that. Do you think he meant to do such a hard nosedive?
If we don't accomplish anything else on this trip, I feel like we've released a turtle into the creek that was already probably hanging around the creek.
It's safe to say this is the first time that the two of us together have gone back to Bowie's Creek to relive anything from like a nostalgia perspective.
Yeah.
And I love nostalgia, so I've been very, very excited.
So let's buckle up.
So that's Rhett's old house right there.
The gray 2-story is the house I grew up in. The basketball goal used to be right here. I probably shot 50,000 shots on this thing. Well, maybe more than that. And these people just built a house there.
And they painted it purple.
Purple.
Now your house, when I first met you, it was yellow. It was like bright yellow.
And then my dad got vinyl siding.
I remember you came to school and you were bragging about vinyl siding. Like for days.
I'll still-
like, well, you know, it's superior. Like
I'll
the
still
way,
brag about it.
the way you can.
I mean,
it's
look how
durable.
Look, this many years later, it looks like a brand new house. Vinyl siding holds up. That guarantee my dad paid for is being lived out right here in front of your eyes.
Now your parents don't live there anymore. You should explain that.
My parents don't live there anymore. I should explain that.
Whoever's inside has probably noticed a very huge van out front.
Now, I know the guy, kinda, who lives there, Jake, because he lived in the house, his parents lived in the house next door that I would visit my parents after I went off to college and stuff. And so my dad sold him the house when he grew up and was ready to start a family and move into a house. How's it make you feel? Coming to the McLaughlin house.
It's really restored my faith in vinyl siding.
Check that out. This is the McLaughlin brick. You rub it for good luck. I'm glad that they did not remove it.
We should knock on the door before you start rubbing on the house.
Hey, Jake, what's up, man?
How are you?
You grew a big beard.
Big old beard.
Hey man, I'm Link.
Pleasure to meet you.
So you were warned that we're coming.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we wanna go to my old bedroom.
Yeah, come on.
The very specific thing that we were interested in going to my house was to go to my room and to play the game that we've now featured in 2 books, which we ended up calling Test to Kill. The simple game of sitting across from each other with your legs spread and throwing a Nerf ball at each other's nuts.
Do you remember what side you sat on? My vision of the room was always you on that side. Because I felt like I was next to my bed. Like that, I sort of owned that spot because I was like inviting you into the room to come throw things at my nuts.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit here. You sit there.
We're a lot bigger than we used to be. I mean, I don't remember our feet touching.
Yeah, no. So I could be back like this.
I feel like those pants that you got on offer
me an
a
advantage.
distinct advantage because you've got like a hard.
Hard what?
No, you've got like a.
I've got a.
Pull them up a little bit. The jeans that we wore back in the day were they fit different, and you got to remember, Lincoln, it wasn't hard. It was like you rolled the ball like this at each other's nuts. I know what you're thinking. You're about to do a baseball throw. The philosophy in The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek is that, you know, if there's something that we did that sort of really we think is very specific to our childhood and something that kind of represents our friendship and some just weird things that we did as friends, if we can put those into this book, I think it'll add a lot of texture and a lot of color to these characters of Rex and Leaf, who are us, but also not us at the same time.
That was light, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, here we go.
Ooh, and you know it
It makes such a good sound. Good thing we don't need to use these balls
You know
anymore. What?
3 kids later, the stakes are much lower.
That's right.
And by this point, we would be cackling like this and in pain. And Rhett's dad would come up and say, "What the hell are you doing?"
Well, we talk about that in the first book, but in the novel, we talk about him coming up and thinking that he's going to be mad about something, but it's a twist. You're going to get to that scene in the book and you're going to be like, oh yeah, this is that game. But for the people who are just picking up the novel and reading it with no point of reference, they're like, is there really a scene where these 2 teen boys are throwing Nerf balls at each other's nuts? And then that happens in the middle of there's something else that happens in the middle of the scene, which kind of sends it in a different direction.
I don't like having to look so intently.
No, that's what the pitcher's got to look right at the mitt, man.
Close your eyes. Hey, relax.
I can't.
Oh gosh, I hit your freaking knee.
I can't.
I'm trying.
It's the most
Come on.
It's the most unsettling thing that I've ever. I got you because I was talking.
I was hungry.
What?
Oh, and it was.
What is that?
It was the right one again.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm nauseous now.
I was hungry. Thank you. I was hungry.
See, I have a lot of memories of us hanging out at your house. And
Right.
Do you have any memories of hanging out at your house?
Yeah, and other things.
Like what?
Just like my entire.
You have other memories?
Like my entire life.
Okay.
That was the joke. Not other things with you.
Rhett has memories.
What I mean
that
is
don't
that,
involve his
do you
house.
remember things at your house? I mean, yeah, like I grew up there. So one of the things that we've been talking about wanting to do is basically recreate the way that we would travel across town and meet up with each other back in 1992.
Yeah, so this would be your departure point. You'd hop on your bike. I'd leave from my house, hop on my bike.
It'd be nice if it was as authentic as it was before, which that was before cell phones. So we just set a time, and you just had to be there.
Well, it's going to take 5 minutes to drive to my house, but then it would take about 20 minutes to.
I'll meet you at the graveyard in 45 minutes. In case you have a little accident, you want to stop and get a drink, you've got time.
There's nowhere to stop and get a drink.
In case you have an accident. 45 minutes.
All right. Should I go now?
Yeah.
We should have started at my house. Welcome to my homestead. This is the home within which I grew up. I mean, the house is special because when Mom went through her divorce, and we really both went through the divorce, and it was like that house represents for us starting a new phase of our lives and being on our own. And I know for Mom, it was like it had to be very scary to say, okay, now it's just me and my son, and it's up to me to make a way for us. As you can see, we fancied brick over vinyl siding. We knew that was superior. And we planted these trees. It's crazy to see how much bigger these trees have gotten. Like,
The tree was my height when we planted it. It's funny how trees grow over time in this area. This is where my mom parked in the carport. We were like, well, if we're gonna get our own house, it's gotta have a carport. And then my dog Tucker would chill out beside the car. This is Tucker's resting place. I'll show you his final resting place a little bit later. One day I came home from school and Tucker didn't get up to greet me because he was dead. So he's a pretty big dog. But for some reason we had this like refrigerator box, or we acquired one. And then Rhett and I dug a hole and buried him right here. There was a divot for a long time, but it's kind of smoothed itself out. So we dug a hole, not quite deep enough. Talked about it in the Book of Mythicality. It was right here. So here lies Tucker, my dog. Tucker, you've been memorialized in 2 books now. I played my trumpet as part of like a funeral service. I can only imagine what the neighbors were thinking. And then it rained. And the next day, Brett and I came out here to check on the grave, and it was just like a big pile of mud. And we took off our shoes and we rolled up our pants legs, and we jumped in the grave. I'm not proud of it. I don't know why we did it. It just seemed like a funny thing to do. I really loved Tucker, but he was in a box. So like when we sunk in, my feet just hit the box. I'm not saying that it was the right thing to do. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I just remember that we did it. And I do have pictures to prove it, I think. It was cold. The mud was very cold. Why am I sharing this? I showed them Tucker's gravesite, and I told them what we did.
You told him about jumping into it?
I told him that we did a funeral service and that I played the trumpet, and that we went back the next day after it rained and we jumped in the
And that's why your dog haunts us to this day.
And now I'm still talking about it, and I don't know why. Every time I talk about it, I'm like, I shouldn't be talking about this. This is a PR problem. Rhett said he was going to allot extra time for me in case I had an accident, but instead I gave you a meandering tour and aimlessly talked about my dead dog. Now, in 1992, bike helmets did not exist, so I will not be wearing one, but you should always wear a bike helmet. I really had to rocket out of my house because Tucker would be going along beside me. And if we made it to this point and he was still with me, I'd have to turn around and go all the way back home and try again in order to wear him out so he wouldn't go wherever I went all day.
So in the book, my character, Rex, who's technically me, he rides a scooter because we thought that would be funnier. I'm riding a bike today because it's too daggum hot to ride a scooter.
I'm out of shape.
You're late.
So are you. I pedaled it a long freaking way, man. It's like, it was probably 2 miles.
Well, and
there's that mile-long stretch that's just desolate country road.
It's just so hot. We would meet in the graveyard and then we would ride the actual distance.
Yeah, that wasn't
like all around town. And I just don't ever remembering stopping and thinking, man, it's hot. We should get out of this heat. Or we should possibly drink something besides Mellow Yellow.
Didn't drink an ounce of water all day.
We didn't drink water. We didn't wear sunscreen.
We didn't pee. We didn't wear socks.
Was it all a dream?
So what we would normally do at this point is we would decide where we were going to go for the day, and then we would go.
Okay, well, we could go to the Grok and sort baseball cards for $1 an hour.
They tore it down.
We go to the Fine Arts Building and go into the auditorium and like make chairs fall, and then when people come, we could hide in the orchestra pit.
I'm sure they've instituted new security measures as a result of the first time we did that. We could go to the Oasis and play ping pong and annoy all of the college kids.
I don't think that exists anymore. I think they call it the Student Center.
This is how it worked. We would sit here and we'd bicker about where we were going to go, and then we'd go. We could go to the river, being as it is 100 degrees out here.
Well, we should definitely go to the river, but I kind of feel like going back to the hotel and just getting in the shower right now.
That's a good idea.
You know, back when we made that episode in 2019, I wasn't as familiar with the whole microplastics thing as I am now, and that's really made me think differently about vinyl siding.
Wow. That's
You know,
right. You grew up being coated in macroplastics.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's beautiful. I think that the fact that you can choose any shade that you want, you don't have to paint it.
Oh man, yeah.
I just think.
But now there's
way
another
you can
dimension.
Power wash it, but now I'm just thinking about all of the plastics that might have come off on that stuff every time I went up and just licked the side of my house.
Right.
Rubbed my face all over.
But your sperm count didn't suffer to
I
the
never,
point of,
I never had my count counted. You know, I just had children.
But you had children.
Yeah. I mean, but I never did the thing, put them under the microscope. If I did it now, it'd be nothing.
You had at least 2 viable sperm.
Yeah.
Over your.
And did you know that the egg makes a decision sometimes? It's not the first little sperm that gets to the egg that gets in. Sometimes, sometimes the first sperm gets there and the egg is like,
What is it looking at? Like the tail shake?
I have no idea. It gets up there and it starts trying to ram into the egg, and then it won't let it in, and then let the right one in. You know, it's a horror movie.
I don't understand. Let the right one in.
Well, that's a horror movie.
Wait, that's the name of a horror movie?
Yes, Let the Right One In.
It's a long name for a movie.
Oh, they get longer than that.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Good horror movie got a long.
I Know
title.
What You Did this next summer too, I think.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? I'm still thinking about What I Still Know You Did Last Summer.
That's not too long.
That's the third one, right?
Not too long.
All right. So you know what? Sometimes the best cure for loneliness is taking a good look at a cringy couple and realizing you're better off alone.
This is Testing Weird Couples products from February 11th, 2021. Do these couples products exist?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Now, few things give me the anxiety that trying to figure out what to get my wife for Valentine's Day gives me.
Yeah.
It really started when I got her a potted plant early in our marriage for Valentine's Day gift, and it didn't go over well, and I've just been gun shy ever since.
Oh.
What are you getting your wife?
I was hoping you would help me with that. It's a little late, isn't it?
How about a potted plant? She
I
really
was
likes
thinking,
potted plants.
thinking of potted plant. It might work.
Okay, well, if you're looking for ideas online, I got news for you. The internet is full of terrible products designed for couples in love. But how do we know if these products are truly bad unless we experience them ourselves as a couple? Well, that's what we're going to do today. And you know what? Most of these products never even made it into production until now. It's time for, are these ridiculous couples products from the internet more embarrassing than Tom Hanks' son Chet?
Could it get that bad? Well, we'll find out because we've done some digging around online looking for couples products, and what we discovered was actually pretty strange. There are a lot of really weird products designed for couples, but the thing is, a lot of these products never go into production. They only exist on the internet as an idea, nothing more than a photo on a random article.
Right, so in order to determine if these products are in fact a good idea, our amazing art department, the creationeers, that's what they want me to call them now instead of the inventioneers.
Oh.
They insisted. They took these products and brought them to life just so we could test them out today.
Yeah, so we're gonna test these things out and then we're gonna decide whether this product is worthy to bring into existence and sell to the public. In other words, is it a sweet nothing or a sweet something?
Let's get it on.
You ever wish there was a product for a lover with a wandering eye? Well, we found something professing to do just that. On trendhunter.com, it's called the Ouge. It is the eyeglasses for lovers. According to the site, these eccentric spectacles are to be worn by 2 people at once. And these chic black frames will keep 2 sweethearts in a perpetual lip lock. Offering little in terms of fine-tuned vision beyond a 2-centimeter distance, the Ouge eyeglasses for lovers direct a very narrow focus.
Now, as you can see, we have recreated our own version here. First of all, they're just kind of cool just to wear by yourself.
Yeah, just imagine if you saw somebody walking down the street with that.
Well, I kind of feel
it
like
invites.
it's a physical distancing thing. It's also like late at night, so you don't bump your head into things. Like if you got to go take a wee-wee in the middle of the night.
A what?
A wee-wee.
A wee-wee.
I got to take a wee-wee. Now, but the real test is, can it keep 2 people focused on one another? Now, I got to be honest with you, Link. Sometimes your mind is in someplace else. And if it's not directed at me, I can have a tough time holding your attention. So I think that this could
Hurts your feelings.
This could be a good way for us to have meetings. Now, just so you understand, this is just a meeting, okay? This is just gonna be a meeting between business partners. Don't get any ideas.
Right.
Just a meeting between business partners. We're gonna see if we can have one of our typical
I
meetings
don't know why I was licking my lip.
and deal with some of the distractions that we typically deal with. And of course, I brought chocolate strawberries to this meeting. Pay no mind to that.
And you're spreading your legs.
But you want me? How you want
Don't
me to do
spread
my
your legs. Yeah,
Sideways?
keep your both knees
You
that
want me
way.
to side saddle?
Yeah. So no matter what happens, we can remain in focus. All right, you come halfway. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get.
You can use your hands.
I'm gonna get. I don't want to use my
You
hands.
just use your hands to grab the. just use your
turn this
use your
around.
hands to grab the. Use your hands, man.
I don't want to use the hand.
Okay, come all the way in.
I have to use it.
Okay.
I don't want to talk.
Okay.
Why are you?
This is
like-
this is a good meeting. This is a good.
Okay, we call to order the meeting.
This is.
What are you doing? You're crazy, man.
You know how I like to feed you the strawberries at the meetings.
Hey guys.
I mean,
Did you want some of it?
No, I don't want it from you. Feed it to me.
Oh,
Now I feel like I can really focus on you. I don't know.
I don't see anything else happening.
You guys aren't wandering at all?
I think there's something going on out there, but I don't. It's not distracting at all. What
See anything?
Why you
happening?
don't yell at me?
Oh.
do you think about the quarterly reports?
Oh, God.
I'm rubbing my wiener.
Oh, man. You freaking.
I don't care about me rubbing my wiener.
You freaking quarterly reported that chocolate onto my chin, man. God.
I've never once said the word quarterly reports in any of our meetings.
I know
just so
it-
you know. I was just playing along.
Oh, now I got him. Let's try again.
Yeah, it's funny how you don't want to use your hands.
You don't want to. When you see
yeah,
it,
yeah, when you
wanna
see it, you
dot.
just want to go like this.
Your ear? That's good. That's fun.
You coming low? Coming low?
And then let me take a more. See, let me dock again because I didn't do it full hands free. No, don't turn, don't tilt. Come a little closer. Oh, you almost timed that good.
Okay.
I almost timed it good.
Yeah, you.
Hey, I think these are great. I mean, you know, I had so much fun doing it with Link. I think I'd prefer doing it with my wife. But the double-sided spectacles, we're saying they're a sweet something. Okay, this is the My Other Half wine glass set.
Here it is.
Trendhunter.com, our favorite website, must really hate romance because they describe it as being designed for clingy couples. Ew.
The thing here is that if one of us drinks,
Liquid seeks its own
it
level.
seeks its own level.
Or at the same level.
So,
level.
Now this thing was made by, this one was made by our crew.
Yeah, right.
But the one on the website was made by award-winning British designer Jim Rokos.
Yeah, and it costs $480.
But it was created pretty much as a one-off
This would not.
art piece rather than a functional product. But I do think it's functional
Yeah.
because
And
you
this is Gatorade, by the way.
give a.
It's not the new trendy orange
I'll
wine.
give a drink here. See up.
Give it a second. Give it a second.
Or do we have to? Because I have more in mind. Just go all the way.
Hold on, this is breaking the laws of physics.
I mean, is it not connected?
Well, it's breaking the laws of physics. Set it down. Set it down. This is like magic.
Gatorade doesn't sync its own level.
Look.
There it goes.
There it goes. It just took a second.
Just sit it down because, hey, look at the DJ. He's doing a little jig. And then you bring it back. So
It's a dancing DJ? Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those parties.
All right. Didn't drink anything again. Oh, look at it bubbling up. Bubbling up.
Well, how do I get all of it from the tube into my mouth?
I can probably, and it, again, if I'm taller than you.
Get taller.
I'm tall. Get it all. See, now this is a party trick. What's happening up there? It's not. Suck it. Give it. You want me to blow on that end? Yeah.
No, I don't want you to blow.
Wow.
Well, that worked.
That's a party trick.
It definitely
We
worked.
finally found the coolest thing that this thing
It
does.
may have broken the microphone, but
Oh, did it?
I think it went everywhere but on the microphone.
Hello? We still good?
All right. We declare the Mile the Half wine glasses
A sweet something. Before we get too snuggly, we want to introduce you to our all-new redesigned and expanded grooming collection. It's got all the stuff that we've already had in our grooming collection,
But it's-
redesigned with some new products.
And look at this bag. First of all, the bag comes with it, and Rhett, tell them about that.
We got some all-new Mythical hand lotion,
Yeah.
subtly scented but soothing with a nice little scent.
We've got the original pomade,
Yep.
and now we've got the brand new Mythical clay pomade. This is the one that I use on my hair. It's lighter, firmer hold.
But that's not all.
You also got the beard
So
balm.
we still got the beard oil, but now we've updated it with also having the beard balm, which gives you a little bit more hold on your wiry beard if you got one like me.
Yeah. Open this up. You gotta show the people.
Okay. I'll open it up. You keep going. You
Here
keep
it
going.
is. And look at this. There's a brush. You want to brush your nice, luscious locks?
Yep.
Well, Stevie does.
Yep.
Stevie, you like this brush? This is like a legit.
That's how, yeah, we designed the brush to be the exact right brush for long hair, so it is perfect.
And of course, we're still selling 2 packs of the peanut butter peppermint lip balm, peculiarly perfect.
But there's also a new flavor, candy milk. It's like when you put a fruity cereal into milk and then you drink the milk. We got a lip balm that's flavored that way.
Yeah, there it is right there. Candy milk. And last but not least, super excited about this. I don't think this exists anywhere on the market. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the world's first musical comb.
And what do we mean by musical comb? Well, check this out. You know that good old
Whoa, you knocked over our crap.
I got a Snuggie on, I'm sorry. You know the GMM theme song. Well, check it out. Whoa!
Shop the
Right there
entire
in the
collection now at mythical.com, and it's also at Amazon. Amazon.com/mythical.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. We'll kinda
Lots
move
of
it all over
goodies there.
here.
We'll put it back in the bag later. All right, let's get to this Snuggie. Now, the Snuggie's never really been cool, but a Snuggie made for 2, that's pretty hot. And even the dog knows it. Oh, it's like, well, I'm not going to be embarrassed. What's going to happen under that Snuggie? This supersized 100% polyester blanket comes with roomy sleeves and pockets for easy access to snacks and your TV remote, which is the most sexy accessory in my house.
I haven't gotten a close-up of your remote.
So the double Snuggie is the perfect accessory for snuggling on the couch with your boo, and versions of the couple Snuggie actually do exist on Amazon, but we thought there was room for improvement. So we would be pleased to present to you right now the thruple Snuggie.
Oh, Chase. Yeah, Chase is here.
Oh, hop in.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Here we are. Here we are,
3 guys.
Just enjoying the game.
One
you know, like we
Snuggie.
do.
We're all in this together. If one of us farts, we all get warm.
Let's just test this out.
you
Let's
for
just
not
say
doing
that
that
we're
while I was down
together.
there.
You know, we're together like we always are on the weekends, the three of us, eating popcorn together, watching the game. Woo!
Boo.
Oh, and what if I'm like, whoa, yeah! Oh, it still
Doing the
works.
wave?
Lots of room. Yeah, we can do a wave. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Down a little bit.
Sexy.
How far does this thing stretch?
I got some milk duds in here.
Look how far this thing stretches.
This thing's.
Come back. Let's I'm gonna probably tip some stuff over here.
Look how big this thing is.
Well, okay.
Wow.
There's stuff in the pockets here.
Oh, look what I found.
Why is there a tater tot, like an uncooked tater tot in my pocket?
I got your corn. and
Fart,
some
fart,
spaghetti.
and that'll cook the tater tot.
Oh, Lane, here you go. Take that to your wife.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the remote.
She loves these. All right, the thruples snuggie, so you can't get away from each other when you need to use the restroom.
All right, yeah, the thruple snuggie. I think it's
Sweet nothing.
Okay, it may be hard to imagine that we would want more privacy after everything that we've been through just on this episode, but the Visible Privacy Dome promises to help lovers with a fear of PDA make out in public with absolutely no shame. Look at this photo.
Absolutely ridiculous looking. I
Looks
mean,
like
it's
a snail doing a trick.
a tote a tote bag turns into like a disguise you would wear in a power plant.
Yeah, well, here's what the Visible website says. It says the Visible is a set of wearable accessories that can be converted at a touch into a means of isolation.
It also brings you one step closer to achieving your dream of becoming a hamster.
Well, yeah, okay. Or maybe a hermit crab.
But we have our version.
Yeah, we do.
And let's try it. Let's test some privacy.
So now you may be realizing why we have these cameras on, because you won't be able to see us when we're having our private moments.
Ours is orange.
So why don't you get in first? Pull it up. Now you couldn't make this. We could probably make this into a tote bag.
Now, Stevie, once
Yeah?
we get in this thing, in order to see if we can really be private, we're gonna see if you can guess what we're doing in here.
Okay.
Hey, it's just you and me, buddy.
All right, Stevie, what are we doing?
You don't look, you wouldn't stand out to me if you were, in the middle of a restaurant or a crowd or party or anything. It's like you're not even there.
What are we doing now, Stevie?
You're making silly noises at
More
each
specific.
other? Oh, you're throwing the more specific at me?
We were being dinosaurs.
We're being dinosaurs.
We were being dinosaurs. There's Link. He's in here too.
Yeah. All right. One more try.
All right, you're gonna get this one. Oh gosh.
It's just me and you, man. Hey, you heard about Stevie? Yeah, she sucks. Yeah, Stevie really sucks. Stevie is she's such a bad person. She's bad, yeah. She's got an attitude. Yeah, let's stop talking to her for a little bit. Let's do that thing where we just ignore her. When she comes around, we'll be like, where's Stevie?
She's not here.
Oh, is that her? No, I don't. She must be gone. She's the jerk.
Guys,
What are we doing now?
it's not soundproof.
What?
What were we doing?
You're talking smack. You're talking straight up smack.
We were talking smack. We were talking smack about Stevie.
That honestly looks so fun. It actually looks like a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Can you tell I look like I had some fun?
Where's Link?
He's still in there. He's crawling out. Listen.
Stevie
might be-
sucks. She's a jerkwad.
That might be some of the most fun I've ever had on this show.
Yeah. So for this one, we're calling this
A sweet something. Well, there you go. We made some somethings today.
Good luck with your love life. We've been the best example we could be.
Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
In case you're wondering, yes, we have been using all of those products.
Especially the business classes.
Yeah,
I mean,
every meeting here.
We've been getting down to so much business. We say quarterly reports all the time now.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the thing
more
is,
than every 3 months.
I will say we tried to take it out into external business meetings, like going and having lunch with a person, trying to strike a deal.
Maybe meeting our agent.
That kind of thing. And it's been a little awkward to eat lunch
in a tube
that close to Link's face. No, not the tube, the glasses.
Well, the people on the outside of the tube, there's like the other people in the meeting.
Oh.
They feel a little excluded.
So we suggest that maybe you incorporate those into your life. In other words, these products really hold up.
Yeah. We use them every day.
Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm lonely, my mind starts to wander. And I can't help but think about all the dumb things I've ever said.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm eventually always comforted by the fact that Link has said so many more dumb things than me.
All right. This is Can We Remember the Dumb Things We Said from January 30th, 2020. We said, what?
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
As we have discussed before, human memories are highly unreliable and they're susceptible to being influenced and altered in all sorts of unexpected ways. At least, I think we've discussed that before.
In fact, there are a number of instances of us saying things on this show, and then many of you have pointed out that we've contradicted ourselves using previous episodes. So today, we're gonna lean into that. We're gonna test how well we can accurately remember things that we've said on GMM. It's time for, as humans, we have many faults, but will our memories turn out false? Shout out to actor Christoph Waltz.
You just rhymed faults with faults.
That's right.
But then waltz.
Waltz.
Okay, here's
That's
what we're
all
gonna do.
right.
We've dug up some old GMM clips of one another in which we gave a strong opinion or belief about something very specific. And before we reveal each clip, we're gonna give each other the opportunity to try to remember what we said. And then we're gonna play the clip and see how great or terribly our memory has served us.
You don't remember how to say memory?
Memory has served us.
This is also a competition, so the winner will receive a one-of-a-kind memory foam comb.
Oh, that sounds nice.
All right, I'm gonna test your memory first, okay?
It's like a steel trap.
Here we go. All right, Rhett, in May 2014.
Oh, good month.
You once proclaimed that no one should ever tweet using the hashtag blank life, as in hashtag model life, hashtag musician life, hashtag big booty life.
Oh yeah, that's so annoying.
With one notable exception. Well, I'll accept one, but you actually gave 3 notable exceptions. If you can remember any one of those, I'll give you the point.
I think this is somebody who what they do matters more than all the people that you just listed. And it's like notable and people would actually want to know. So I'm just gonna go back into that part of my brain.
Go in that part of your brain.
An astronaut.
If you saw somebody tweet, okay, astronaut. Hashtag astronaut life.
Y'all laughing, that's a good answer. It must not be the right one, but I'm going with astronaut because it seems like something that like I would be into that.
All right, let's go back to May 2014 and see if he remembers correctly.
Don't hashtag anything with
or maybe it's kitey.
Life in it, like model life. I see this all the time. Actor life.
You see this all the time?
Musician life? Yeah, people are like, writing songs, 3 a.m., whatever comes to me, musician life. Come on now, really? Now, unless you're an animal. Because if you're like doing something very dolphin-like at 3 a.m. and you're like, dolphin life, I'm into that.
If you're a dolphin.
If you're a dolphin. Or I think maybe a gorilla or a chimpanzee is probably tweeted.
Dolphin, gorillas, you're sitting on that. Do you remember that?
You don't get a point. Sadly, I do not remember that, Link.
Yeah, it's weird. We do a lot, we say a lot, and we seem pretty passionate about it.
All right, Link. In August 2014, you once shared a rule involving personal space on the subway. You said if 2 people are crammed so close together on the subway that their bodies are touching in more than 2 places, something must happen.
And my first thought is you must say something. You must acknowledge the closeness. But maybe I said you must keep silent. I don't even know what I would have thought back then. But right now I would say, you must keep silent. But you know what? I think I said you must acknowledge the touching. So I'm going with acknowledge the touching, but I'm a different man now.
All right, let's watch the clip.
If you are touching more than 2 places with an individual that you do not know, like there's a shoulder touch, there's a knee touch, and there's like a wrist touch because like we're slammed together in a subway.
It's kind of weird. We wouldn't say like this probably.
In a crowded subway, you might. I feel like at this point, the rule is you have to talk to him.
Hey, man.
But you should do it with an apologetic look on your
I'm
face.
sorry, where are you from?
Hey, yeah, I actually live in the subway. I got it right.
All right, that's right.
I would not speak to anyone now. I would not take my own rule.
You didn't add the apologetic tone, but that was pretty good. I mean, you basically remembered it. You have to acknowledge it and talk to them.
I feel like I guess I've grown as a person. Okay. And I got a point, which is more important.
Give me one.
All right, you've given a number of parenting tips on this show. There's one thing you said, never do. Oh, no, you said you never do it with your kids because you believe it's bad parenting. And that dads who do it are, quote, losers. What is that thing? This is from August 2017. So it's not as far back as these other ones.
Dads who do this thing are losers?
Yep. You never do this with your kids. Dads who do it are losers.
The thing is that
yeah,
I don't know what part of my brain to go into.
Right.
I don't know if it's the part that I was actually saying something I think, or the 99% of the time I'm just BSing.
Boy, that's progress. 99% of the time he's BSing.
I think it has something to do with like calling your child your like best friend or something like that. I know that sounds harsh, but it's not your best friend, it's your son. And you're the dad. They have friends, you have friends. I mean, you have a friendly relationship. Did I say something like that?
Let's find out. That's pretty harsh.
I've never really looked at my children's toys. I don't believe in that. I believe that's bad parenting. When you get down on their level and you play with them, I've never thought that. Whenever I see a dad doing that, I'm like, yo, what a loser.
Getting down on your kid's level and playing with them.
Yeah, I still believe that.
Yeah, it's even harsher than what you guessed. You don't get a point.
Dang it, this is hard. Okay.
Right.
In August 2016, at one point on the show, you discussed the concept of the uncanny valley. Essentially, the closer someone resembles a human or something resembles a human, the more humans are creeped out by that thing. You proposed a theory as to why humans would be creeped out by humanoid robots. What was the theory?
This is a level of thinking that I didn't know I ever did.
I think you just got to go back to that place. That's what you did for the first one. You just don't try to remember what you said. Just think about what you would say now.
I think it's that you're afraid of being intimate with something that's not really human.
Play the clip.
I think even more so, it's mate selection. I think deep down, whenever we look at something like a robot, we're asking ourselves, do I want to mate with that? I'm not saying consciously. I'm saying subconsciously, you're always thinking, do you want to mate with fill in the blank? I did not remember that.
That is crazy.
But I just thought about what I would have thought
You
about, and I
accessed the
rethought
exact
it.
same thing.
Again, it's the concussion thing. It's like whenever I got hit in the head and I kept coming to, I kept saying the same thing. Hold on, I'm just coming to. Evidently, I've hurt my left hip. No matter how many times I came to, I said the exact same thing.
Well, there's no way I'm gonna win this one.
In November of 2013.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
You and I each made our own mind maps, a pictorial representation of a set of goals. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah, because you've got a question about it as well.
Oh, okay.
So I remembered it when I looked at the question.
Oh. Your mind map set a list of more than 10 lifelong goals. How many of these goals can you remember? I'll accept 3.
I thought the mind map was a day in the life of, but you're saying this is lifelong goals.
Yeah.
Fly an ultralight. Visit Antarctica.
What else would you have wanted to do?
There's so many things that I want to do.
Since then, you may have done one of them.
This is 2013?
Mm-hmm.
Something with beans?
Something with beans, he says. I think you need to be more specific.
Like bathe in a giant thing of beans?
Huh? Okay, those are your answers. So visit Antarctica, bathe in beans, and the first one?
Fly an ultralight.
Fly an ultralight. Let's see.
I want to hunt for that treasure in the Rocky Mountains that we talked about. I would like to learn how to become a master cheesemaker. I would like to be a mayor of a very small town at some point.
With a water tower.
I would like to live on an island by myself for just a short period of time where I am trained in hand-to-hand combat, and then when I come back, I am a superhero for hire. I would also,
looks a lot like the Flash.
As I stated in past episodes of the 200-year-old person, I would like to live inside of a hollowed-out tree at some point, and then I would like to die while performing amazing stunts at a monster truck rally late in life. I've added the fact that I would also like to do intense research on renewable energy sources because I feel like
Because you have time for that.
That's the key to the future.
With everything else that you're not going to do.
And in this part of my life where I am becoming a master cheesemaker, I'm going to have a lot of milk that I'm dealing with, and I would like you to be a butter maker at that time. And we can go in 50-50, and I'll make the cheese and you make the butter. It'll be called Rhett and Link's Dairy Farm. I have too many things that I want to do. I can't narrow it down. I didn't even get one of them right.
No, you didn't.
I said Antarctica, which is an island.
Well, no, it's not. It's a continent.
But it is an island,
it's
continent.
surrounded by water.
It's an island continent just like Australia.
Australia's not an island,
But I wouldn't get a point anyway. I didn't get 3.
Yep, that's right. But you remember the monster truck.
Well, let's see if we can keep your streak alive, Link.
Okay.
You also made a mind map.
Yes.
Your mind map illustrated what you wanted to achieve in a single day. So that was why I thought that. So you went with a day, I went with a lifetime. Can you remember what was in the middle of your mind map? This is November 2013.
Mine ended with monster trucks, and that's the amazing thing that happened in that episode was that we were both, that was the overlap, was we were both doing something with monster trucks, and then I think I died in a monster truck accident. That's my answer. Died in a monster truck accident.
The middle of your mind map was you dying in a monster truck accident?
That's all I can remember right now.
Okay, let's watch the clip.
I made my mind map, and here it is, right? Of course, you can see right in the center, you have my eyeball, and because I want to see today.
You started with an eyeball? So the central idea of your eye, is your
I want
eyeball.
to see today.
I technically think, that's okay. If it works for you, man, just do it. I don't want to critique your mind map.
I do want to see today, but what happened to my monster truck death?
Again,
that was
you are dead at the end of it, but I think that it was a different episode. But the thing that was super ironic was the fact that you also had cheese on your mind map.
Oh.
I had cheese and you had cheese.
Oh. I do want to see today. I think that's a great way to live.
Go ahead.
All right.
I gotta get one of these right.
Believe it or not, Rhett, at one point you gave a strong opinion on what you think Tom Cruise's ball sack is like. How did you describe Tom Cruise's ball sack in March of 2018?
Not a wrinkle on it. Just as smooth
You seem
as
confident
a
about this.
baby's bottom.
It seems like you think about this often. Like you're not accessing a memory, but something that is just very
not
present for you.
one crease. Like if you dropped a drop of water on Tom Cruise's ball sack, it'd be like dropping water on a duck's back. It just. Tom Cruise's ball sack is hydrophobic.
Be still. Boop, boop. All right, let's see if he's right. This celebrity gets laser treatment to smooth out wrinkles, remove hair, and correct discoloration of the testicles. Also nicknamed ball ironing. Here's why it is Tom Cruise, Rhett. Because this is urban legend type stuff. This is something that comes out of Scientology. Like somebody escapes, and then they're like, and you know what else he does? This.
I think that Tom Cruise has got a tight ball sack. He's probably got the tightest ball sack of any 55-year-old man or however old he is.
You didn't say tight. You said smooth. You said wrinkleless.
Give me a point,
man.
But
you were remembering the ironing, and so that's why you thought. But I can't give you the point because you didn't say tight.
No, but it's so tight that it's like it's pulled tight over the testes and it's smooth. There's not a wrinkle.
But you didn't say the word tight.
Just give me a point. I can't win.
I'll give him half a point because he didn't say.
Well, if you get this wrong, you should automatically lose because this is the easiest one that you've got. In September 2013, when explaining your opinion on why things are funny, you described laughter in a very specific way. You said laughter is like blank. Can you remember what you said laughter is like?
I only remember this because it pops up occasionally.
Right. This is one that unlike every other one, we've re-accessed this many times.
Yeah. So I can't take credit for remembering this. I remember other people remembering it on a regular basis. But laughter is like farting out of your mouth.
Play the clip.
I think things are funny because, the whole principle of comic relief.
Yep.
Tension builds up.
Mm-hmm.
Tension builds up in your body. And if it's in
here.
And so, I don't mean to go here, but
you're going to.
But tension builds up and you fart. And then if so laughter is like farting out of your mouth.
Oh my.
Put that on
Let
a
me tell you
t-shirt.
right now, that would be funny. I don't know why it would, but I can tell you right now.
It's a release of tension. I think
Laughter
that's
is like a fart from your mouth.
it is.
Put it on a t-shirt.
It is. You know
we
what?
never did.
I'm gonna give you another half a point just because I'm seeing the moment. What's that I was trying to do? See the moment, be in the moment, see the now.
I appreciate it, but that
Whatever.
doesn't give me more points than you. You got 3 out of 4. You win the memory foam comb. Congratulations.
Thank you for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
Don't forget about us. So now, are you thinking about Tom Cruise's ball sack
Right now, yes.
for a third time?
I think about it quite often.
And how do you feel about its tightness at this point?
Well, he's 64 now.
Like the Beatles song. How tight will my ball sack be when I'm 64?
The Beatles have a song about tight ball sacks. I haven't.
When I'm 64, my ball sack will be a bit thin and draggy.
I think, legitimately, that if I saw a picture of Tom Cruise's ball sack from age 55 to age 60, and then one that was 64, I bet you I couldn't tell the difference. He's got peptides, something.
And he keeps
Scientology.
keeps it covered.
I don't know.
He keeps it, under wraps.
Right. He's not like sunning it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It probably looks exactly the same.
It reminds me of, I saw this picture of this farmer's legs. Like,
Oh, yeah.
The daughter took a picture, or granddaughter took a picture of his arm against his leg with shorts, and he never wore shorts. And he worked outside his whole life, and his arm was just eat up with
age spots.
UV, and then his leg was just as
Look like a
smooth as a
25-year-old's leg.
as a newborn baby.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
I guess you should wear sunscreen.
or pants.
Yeah. Pants on your face, pants on your arms, known as a shirt.
And that way your legs get less lonely because there's a pant over them. That's
That's a great way to tie it
transition.
back into the thing.
All right, we got one more lonely helper for you. Sometimes when you're lonely, you just got to cry it out.
This is Can You Make Us Cry from December 19th, 2024. Today we just might cry.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Every morning we come on the show and do our best to make you and each other laugh.
But after some 2,700 episodes, maybe it's time to show our softer sides. So today, we're gonna do our very best to cry. Happy cry, that is.
That's right, not only is crying good for you on an emotional level, we also look really beautiful when we do it. It's time for Crying in an Act of Non-Toxic Masculinity. Yes, we are heroes, thank you.
Okay, boys, we've prepared a deluge of tear bait, different ways and means of tugging on your heartstrings so hard that all you can do about it is cry,
Tear bait.
hopefully.
Tear bait gets the clicks!
And rumor has it that the crew has made some bets, some guesses on what will happen today. But don't worry about that right now, because before we begin, I'd like to point out that we've carefully crafted the studio environment to support natural tear response using humidifiers to maintain optimal air moisture.
Oh, thank you.
And if you'll please drink these glasses of water,
this
because
tear water?
proper hydration supports the body's ability to produce tears when emotionally moved. Wow, now we have an alt title for today's episode.
The Guzzlers.
Yeah, Rhett and Link chug a glass of water. We'll see.
In unison.
We'll A/B test it. Okay, first up, we have a few video compilations to show you, starting with service members returning home to their loved ones. Take a deep breath. Here we go.
Okay. Looks like a private school to me.
Are we? If we talk though, I feel like
Dad didn't seem ready for the emotion. The piano music?
I don't know whether I'm supposed to try to be funny about this or I'm trying to cry. See, you're trying to be funny about it and it makes me not want to cry.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Now that's 2 military people meeting. So who's coming home? I'm confused.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about it right now. Now I don't know what the deal is, and now I can't cry about it.
All right, I'm just gonna focus on crying. I'm be quiet. Their camo's different. They must be in different areas.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work, man.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
The commentary. Okay, I like outside ones. Don't laugh, man. I'm about to start crying. Okay. All right, we have a problem.
I mean, what?
He's just gonna talk the whole time.
So you would have cried if it wasn't for me?
It would have been easier. I don't know if I would have, but I would have been closer. I got kind of close. I like the outside ones. And so when I saw the landscape, I was like, oh, here we go. And then you started laughing. That little girl hugged her daddy and you're like,
Okay, we're gonna move on to a different category. This is people seeing colors for the first time.
Hold on, wait.
Okay, yeah. So this is like when somebody's colorblind and they put the glasses on and they've never seen colors before. You don't need to talk about it. Just think about it right now.
But how does it?
Let it touch me.
Do we know that it's working? All right, I'm gonna let it touch.
You think they're lying?
I don't. If they are, I'm gonna tell you. All right.
Wow.
Dad, does Maggie look?
He looks like a robot.
Can you see colors now? That's why I'm orange.
This one's not that sad.
Look at their hair.
See, he's like me. He's not giving you what you want, but he's crying.
Yeah. Shh.
You okay? I never saw this before.
If it was outside, I'd be crying.
Yeah, all 3 of your sons are gingers. I'm sorry. You're just finding this out.
It's awesome looking.
Go ahead, babe.
Oh.
Well, it's dark outside.
Let me have it.
Okay, what do we see, babe? What do we see, baby? You okay?
There's so many different greens.
Oh my God, sweetie.
It's so nice and bright and it's so pretty. Oh, the trees are so green.
Well, the light's green. Everything's gonna be green.
Oh, this is so outside.
What? Was that my fault? Did you cry?
He had a broken arm and everything. You're laughing at this little kid.
I wasn't laughing.
He's got to wear sunglasses forever now?
Hold on, I wasn't laughing at the kid.
You were just laughing. We came out of the video compilation to you laughing.
You laughed.
I didn't know. I didn't know. First of all, it's just sunglasses.
Just okay.
I don't believe
close
it.
your eyes. Close your eyes. I want both of you close your eyes. Okay. For this next set of videos, I want you to imagine what it would be like if Barbara and Sean, Jade and Jasper ever ran away from home, or they got stolen, they got lost, they got away from you. Imagine how it would feel when they finally miraculously returned home into your arms.
Who took them? And are they being punished? Okay, all right.
Are you ready to watch the next series of videos? I don't know if you are via that response.
Hold on.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's watch.
Shark!
Oh, I'm so close.
Okay, look, right here.
Oh, I'm so
right here. You
close.
see
It's
that?
about to fall out.
You see it? Squeeze it out. Look.
Oh, I got it. It came out. I got him to come out.
I got one to come out.
Look. Can you see it?
Did one come out on me?
I got two. I got tears on both sides.
I feel like I have wet sides.
I don't know. Link, you were smiling the entire video compilation with your mouth
it's
open.
It's a happy.
Oh.
Well, my mouth got happy. It was happy.
Okay. You said that you cried on your wedding day, though.
Did you expect me to cry at this?
Well, I'm just saying that we have a wedding day coming up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yes.
I thought. Oh, you're just.
We're gonna cry on your wedding day.
I feel like my bottom is a little wet. This bottom.
Okay, I'm not sure you understand how crying works.
All right. Yeah, tell him about it. I'm too emotional.
We want to marry you. Yes, we are looking for a few couples who want to get married right here on the Good Mythical Morning set by us with travel and accommodations paid.
Wow. And it's going to be official. Because
Yes.
we're going to be officiating it. And the Mythical crew will be witnesses. This will be legally binding. So this is basically an open casting call to all members, including free initiate members of the Mythical Society. All the details are at mythicalsociety.com. So go over there. We want to hear from you. We want to marry you. We want you to be married to each other because of us.
Okay, let's take things up a notch. We are going to get personal now. So we asked the mythical beast.
Why do you want us to cry?
Because that's the point of the episode.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We asked the mythical beast to share stories about the ways you've touched their lives. So let's hear those now.
Is this an anniversary?
Hey y'all, I'm Mackenzie Pickle.
I'm Patrick from Auburn, California.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm from Maine.
I'm Katie from Northern California.
My name is Tony. I am from Odin, Indiana.
I've been watching you guys since I was 12 and I'm 23 now. So, I've grown up with you guys.
Everyone has ups and downs in their lives, and y'all have helped me through way more things than... Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna cry about this. Y'all have gotten me through a lot of really difficult times. I lost my grandmother to cancer a couple years ago, and she was amazing. And you guys were there to help me laugh through all the pain, and hearing you guys talk about Ben sort of helped me get through that. Even though it's a different relationship, it helped a lot.
7 years ago, I went through a divorce, and it was a rough patch of my life. It was tough. I was depressed, sad, angry, and I didn't find a lot of joy in anything. And the only things that really helped me through at that point were my 2 sons, family, some therapy, and you guys, your show.
So I've been a big fan since 2012. Me and my little brother Jay used to watch you guys together, and we became Mythical Beast together. Good Mythical Morning was something that we just always did together, and he passed away in 2020. Having GMM to look forward to, having Ear Biscuits to look forward to, having things on the Rhett and Link channel, to come out to look forward to really helped me during that time, especially with it happening during the pandemic and kind of being forced to be alone for the most part. You guys really helped save my life.
I'm really grateful for y'all and for what you do. Y'all help so many people, including me, and I'm just really, really grateful for it.
It's kind of hard to put into words how much it's helped me through a lot of tough times, and still to this day, when I'm not doing well, I still watch Rhett and Link. It just means so much to me.
You guys are a big part of my
daily life, and I love sharing your humor and the joy that you guys and the team at Mythical bring me and my family with many others.
You were something that helped me get through that spot in my life, and I appreciate it.
So I love you guys. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you guys so much.
I love you guys. As long as you put out videos, I will be watching.
Thank you for building a community that feels like family, and for bringing light into my life, even in the toughest times.
All right, that one was a little tough.
I could think squeeze out some more. They're gathering in my eyes, and I'm doing.
Thank y'all for submitting those videos.
They were all fake though.
Yeah, it was
You
very
gotta
convincing.
understand it was all actors, right?
I don't know what it is, but it hit me more in my left eye. This eye's, you see it? Do you see the moist? Right here. You see it? I see it on you right there. Do you want to squeeze it? Maybe squeeze it out like a zit?
I've been squeezing it.
Like, I don't know. I think that's as much as you're gonna get from me, which I was moved.
But we're gonna get more personal.
What do you want?
We're gonna get more.
There's
personal.
more.
More personal?
Thank you for
than
those
that?
videos.
Because we reached out to your families and we asked them to write you letters, personal letters. So let's read a couple of them. We're gonna start with Christy's letter to Link. If you could read it out loud, please, and not to yourself.
All right. When Jinko meets J. Crew. Link, our marriage of almost 25 years has been our greatest adventure. If I could give those 18-year-old college students in 1998 a little advice, it would be plan for the big things, grab the hand of your best friend, and just go for it. What? She was talking about her, not you, by the way. Oh. Is this a haiku? Risk taker and security seeker. Oh, that's us. Hip hop and country. Night owl and early riser. Party animal and party planner. I love us. I love how we are individually and uniquely each other and us. I love how you make me feel like I am the only person in the room. I love how you meet each of our kids exactly where they are. You show up and stay. You listen, encourage, and challenge. You choose the perfect record for slow Saturday mornings. You have the best vocabulary and comedic timing. Your eyes will always draw me in and keep me present. You are magnetic and hilarious. I will never not be amazed with what you create. Your biggest fans are the ones that live with you. All of me loves you, Christy. You crying more than me? Because that's not going to be a good one.
I cry more than him. I cry more than him.
It's just, I'm so moist. I'm very moist. I'll blame it on the medication. I'm on medication.
Anti-crying medication.
That is
Okay,
so
we
sweet.
have a letter from Jesse to Rhett.
Oh, it's a long one. Rhett. A lot has happened in the almost 24 years. This is going to take a while. Since I walked down that aisle at Fuquay Baptist Church to you, if someone had told me the story of our life together so far, I don't think I would have believed them. Truth is not just stranger than fiction, sometimes it's better. Our love has changed and grown. From something young and sweet and at times challenging to something deep and sturdy and, as Lionel says, easy like Sunday morning. I'm sure our love will continue to evolve, and so will we. In fact, one of my favorite things about you is your ability to stay open-minded and embrace change while simultaneously being the most dependable and loyal human I know. You are motivated by possibilities, you are kind, you have the softest heart, you forgive when people are cruel, and you have somehow unlocked the superhuman ability to truly forget. You're interested and oh so interesting. Sometimes when I look at you, I get a glimpse of little Rhett wanting to please, dreaming of all the possibilities and imaginary worlds. Y'all shouldn't have done this. You think this is entertaining? Are you not entertained?
Keep reading.
Giving us all a chance to laugh along with you so that for a moment we can be little again too. A friend recently told me a story about listening to a monk speak on marriage. The monk said, some marriages are long and some marriages are short, and you learn different things from both. In nature, there are certain flowers that only bloom after many years in the ground. These are the gifts of a long marriage. Thank you for sticking around to experience those flowers with me. Love you with all my heart, Jesse. Okay, I've cried.
Okay. We have one from Lily.
Dad, a few sentences to make you cry, challenge accepted. You're one of my greatest creative inspirations. I'm not going to boo-hoo. I have learned so much of my self-confidence from you, and you have pushed me to reach for my wildest, imaginative, and most hilarious dreams I could ever have. I break awkward silences with the weirdest jokes possible, and that's definitely all you. I couldn't ask for a greater father or a greater best friend. I love you, Lily. P.S. Do you know how special you are? You're special.
And one from Locke.
Oh, why my family write so much? Dad, I love you. There are so many things I could say about how you've provided for us over the years, showing me what it means to be a man, sharing fond memories, and all the funny stories we have together, that it's hard to know where to start. From the moment I can remember, I knew that you cared about me and always had me in Shepard's best interest as a top priority no matter what. As I get older, I realize that that's actually a pretty rare thing. I haven't always agreed with the way you've done things. I still don't. Yeah, this is my son. But I realize now that you do everything for a bigger reason, even if I can't understand it at the time. The 16-year-old Locke cursing you out, yeah, I remember that. Couldn't understand that all you could ever ask for from a parent is unconditional love, which you provided and then some. These days, I just find myself wishing we could spend more time together. While you'll always be my dad, I come to you for guidance when I need it, to get my tuition paid. You're also my friend now. I never thought I'd miss you and the family as much as I do at college. I look forward to someday when we won't live so far apart. I'm not good at talking and crying at the same time, or else I would keep going.
Makes it worse.
Life is so short, and it kills me to think that someday we won't be able to talk anymore. This is rough. This is rough. Well, I haven't really watched much of GMM. Yeah, me neither, man. I found myself firing up the newest episodes this semester just because I miss you. If I can tell you anything, Dad, it's that you've done a good job. I can honestly say that 99% of the ways I've screwed up are my own fault, and you really did everything you could to prevent them from happening. The older I get, the more I wish I had taken your advice. I could have avoided a lot of pain. Genuinely, I look up to you more than anything else in the world. I'm blown away by your drive, commitment, discipline, and perseverance. Sometimes it feels like a lot of pressure, but I know you're not putting any of that on me. I just really want to make you proud. I love you more than you know, Locke.
Oh my goodness, y'all. What in the crap? We're really going to have to give them good Christmas presents.
Do these have lotion?
We are not going to make you read the other letters from your family on camera. So they're in the dressing room for you when you're finished, so you can continue crying. But we wanted to leave you with something else from your families. So we put together some videos that have highlighted your growth together. So, Link, let's start with yours.
Look at those kids. Yep. don't know which kid that is.
He's so tired. Look at him.
I think it's
Let me
Landon.
cover him up because he's cold.
Lincoln.
I'm pleased to introduce to you is Lando James Neal. I guess the first.
Wow. They get so old. They move out, and then apparently I die, and you play this slideshow. It's like, who's dead? Somebody, for the being emotional, somebody needs to have died.
Somebody needs to die today. Somebody needs to die today.
Oh man, they've gotten so old, and I don't remember a lot of it. It makes me feel, what have I done with myself? No, I'm good. Sweet family.
Right.
They're a sweet family.
It's good. I'm so glad to know 'em.
That's a way to sum it up.
Rhett, it's time for your sweet family.
Here he comes. He's a walker. Well, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's got a funny little step. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Whoa. Yeah, he's Shepherd. He's a cute boy.
You want like that?
Whose idea was this?
You got a hairy family.
Are you getting what you wanted? Are you satisfied?
I think so. Yeah.
There's a scoreboard over here. Why you got a scoreboard? The score.
Hold on.
The score is.
How do I win this?
It's 0-0.
Well, you know, the whole point was to see who could cry the most, and the Tierra, I think goes to Rhett.
Rhett's the crier. Yeah.
So there always has to be a winner.
God.
Ow.
And those crew
really feel
predictions, we'll see if people were right in Good Mythical more.
Why is it so hard?
What's the main thing? Do you feel old? Do you feel like our kids are old? That's the thing. I feel like my kids are old.
I don't look at pictures of my family.
I don't like to look back at pictures because
Sometimes I see Jesse doing it. I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have the emotional capacity. So just tell me what the pictures are.
You did it. You're the king of crime, man.
Yeah.
You cry more than me.
I got it.
But I'm surprised y'all got a lot more out of me than I thought you would. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is. That was rough, man.
What? So many emotions. Now, we watch these every episode that we serve up to you as a part of this marathon. We watch it along with you in real time.
Yep.
Except for this one. We decided not to do it.
This is the one that we didn't watch.
This is the one we didn't watch because we couldn't watch it. We couldn't we couldn't cry again.
Well, I see,
and I'm still medicated.
I
so.
see enough of these pop up on people's social media. They will take these moments of us crying, and
it's super sweet. We should have watched this.
Well,
of all the ones we should have watched, it should have been.
I don't want to watch. I'm just saying I can only take so much of this, man. I don't like y'all can't do this to us again.
You know what
Yeah,
we can't. One of the things I did recently that kind of reminds me of this was for my birthday. My kids wrote me cards, or at least 2 out of 3 of them did.
That's good.
It's okay. And then we went on a trip, and I was on the next day, and I was like, you know what? When I read you read the card in front of people, like in front of everybody.
Out loud?
No, I read it to myself.
Good.
I read it to myself, and then I
First of
kind of
all.
looked at the person who wrote it, and I was like, thank you so much. And then I would like mention something from it. But then I, move on with your life. I keep them in a stack. So I can go back and read them. But just like watching this episode, it's really hard to decide. I'm going to go back and do that. Maybe if I'm dying. Maybe if I get that.
When you're dying, you'll go back to the cards.
I'll go back to the cards. But I did something good. I made a decision that was different than that. And I took a picture of the cards. And then when I was on the plane, I sat there and I opened my photos. Because sometimes when I get bored on a plane, I just go through my photos.
Okay.
And then I had these photos of the notes that they wrote in my birthday cards.
That's beautiful, Hank.
And I almost cried on the plane, but I'm medicated, so I didn't. Then I took a nap. And then I kind of jerked awake. And then I read them again. I said, that was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you shared that.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end of this marathon. If we made you feel even a little bit less lonely, honestly, that's pretty surprising.
We'll see you on Monday for the first episode of Good Mythical Summer.
Unlock access to a community of mythical beasts and much more at mythicalsociety.com.